Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Fiesta as well. Look at her in the background on the ramp. She's looking beautiful. Now before this video starts, I have to show you guys the new FYD t-shirt. Coming out Friday at 7 PM, FYDapparel.com. It is of Fujimala. I'll put a link on the screen. His Evo, his wide arch, glitched. I think the colour was sandy green coloured wrapped Evo, massive wing on the back. If you guys like the video, you've seen it before. But yeah, we had to do a t-shirt on it, and I'm so happy with how this came out. It's coming in black, white, and we did a military green as well. Martin, you've been on holiday, and the comment section weren't happy about that on Instagram.
No, I did.
They were not impressed.
A man has got to go on holiday.
He has got to go on holiday.
But me and the lady had great fun at home.
Yeah, you had a nice time. You went in a hot air balloon and everything.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
The Fiesta. What we left it, I think we left it where the underneath, well, back of the underneath was at a point, let's say. We will go through what hasn't been gone through yet. We'll show you guys the rear end because it's pretty much done now, I think. What are you writing in there? Oh yeah, okay, look at that. He's good, isn't he? But we'll go through. We're not going to claim what we're doing again. We're just going to go as far as we can with the build, what's going on today. We're going to be focusing more on, again, the underneath and the front of the car. I think that's the plan, isn't it?
Definitely. More underneath.
I think we're wearing the same stuff again, mate. Because that's what we do.
We are.
Every single video.
I'm trying to get it right.
I'm wearing this, not this t-shirt, but this jacket because I don't mind ruining it now. And you're on the old MJG Grits
Holy jumper.
Holy jumper that's been weld stuff all over it. Weld splatter. I like that, mate. You've done really well there. I like that we've had to get a picture up as well, just to make sure you get it right. You've done well. Right, sorry. Should we get this in the air? Let's do this. See what it looks like. Okay, so that looks really good, mate. Look at the face on it. He loves it. So what you guys probably didn't see, I think, in the last video was this. Oh, it's gone blurry. Schultzed rear. Look at this. Look at the Schultzing. That has happened all the way in there. Very nice work, mate. We've also got, look at this. Look at the brand newness. Oh, that looks just by the way, beautiful.
No washer.
Go on. No washer.
Because we haven't actually finished it.
Because we haven't finished it, that's why. Okay, this isn't done. Let's just remind ourselves this isn't done. But for what you can see, the rear beam is on. The tank has been sprayed. It's all looking very nice. And it has a layer of dust on it already. Because this is a barn and you sandblast every day. So, yeah, that's just how it is. Obviously, again, this isn't, you know, put together to a point to drive it down the road or anything. But, my God, that looks brand new. I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
Very impressive work, mate. You are a legend.
It was mentioned.
Yep.
Round here,
yep.
They said about, someone mentioned about the weld and it not being flat and this not sitting onto it. Obviously, like you said earlier, we ground it off. So people only saw part of it and they just assumed that I'd put the plate straight onto the weld and it not sit flat.
Yeah, whereas you actually had
ground it back. Completely black, so it sat flat.
Yeah.
The rest of it, I didn't ground back.
Yeah.
Because there was no need.
Didn't need to,
Where it needed to sit flat, it sat flat.
So that is just still an original flat piece, if that makes any sense, right there. That is still, you know, mocked up in the same way that it was from the factory. And again, the other side is the same. So the car will still look, you know, height-wise and, you know, proportionally the same because all you've done is basically mocked up the original, you know, part of the car in theory. That's exactly what it how it should have been because obviously the rust would have taken away. Going forward though, we are going to try and take as much as we can forwards off of the car, try and get it ready for a nice bit of cleaning, a nice bit of sand wheelingness and stuff. Absolutely covered. I will be wearing glasses this time as well.
And a mask.
And a mask. Oh yeah, shout out masks. Good point. So as you can see, we haven't done the brakes at the back yet because this is something we will be changing. We want to put discs on, really. I think that's the idea. At some point, it wants to be a disc brake conversion. Yeah. So that's why all of the lines are still sort of drooped down. And, you know, it's all been fitted back up. So we can roll it still backwards and forwards because obviously Martin needs the ramp.
You can't do this on a drive.
No,
if it was sat over there, we'd struggle like mad to get in and out.
Yep.
Easier, chuck the axle on, push it forward.
It's just done then, isn't it?
Forward, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's got flat tyres.
Yeah, it's got flat tyres every single time we come to move this thing. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking the original. What are the original? There's a horse outside. The neon clips for the actual tube glass neons that were put on this car many moons ago. So we're going to try and take them off because we have a bit of rust just along here that Martin's going to hit quite quickly. Shouldn't be something to really write home about. I think it's just literally, yeah, just here. Probably about 3 or 4 fingers. Let me show you guys. Just there. We'd already done the bit down there, if you can see, but this bit's we're going to hit first, but I'm going to take these off. But it's just funny that back in the day, this was how you put your neons on, because they were tube lighting. So we're having a quick go over with a screwdriver just to see where the real rust is on the seal. We've just noticed there's another couple of bits just at the back there. Again, nothing really massive, I don't think. Yeah. Just literally a couple of holes on that whole passenger side of the car, which is pretty good going. As you can see, literally, where are we? Here and here, which again isn't too bad. This was sort of, I think, where we were expecting most of the rust to be on the car.
It's quite a pointy screwdriver, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's a pointy. That's got some serious point on the screwdriver, and we've only got those 2-3 bits to actually encounter this side. That all over the face, on the face, and all over you.
All in the hair.
In the hair. Yeah, we won't worry about the hair. A lot more of the Fiesta falling onto you there, mate. Ooh, sunroof. Something to point out right there. This is the drainage hole for the sunroof. Where does the drainage go?
Into the seal.
Into the seal, of course it does. So that'll explain why there's holes here. As you can see, this has actually just been cut, and the hole right there is exactly where this is.
Correct.
So that's where water has been collecting. That's probably not from it actually being sat. That's just from, unfortunately, Ford producing a car that has that there for no reason.
My old Fiesta.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you've got pictures of you're going to show right now.
Right now. Right there.
I basically, exactly what we're going to do with this, we're going to drill a hole and we're going to leave it hanging out like that.
Yeah, because that needs to be, well, that should have been from the factory, surely.
I don't understand why it's, So the reason that is rotten like that
is because of, literally, the sunroof leaks into the seal. Massive hole. Would you say that's quite a big hole? It looks like quite a big hole. It's pretty good going. Look at this.
I've gone big.
You've gone big to make sure that the rust, that's coming out of the car is the right amount of rust coming out of the car, if that makes any sense.
If I didn't go big, I'd be trying to chase holes on the holes that are the rust.
Yeah, and I think chasing just one massive hole is probably better than chasing the little ones that you might find in a minute.
That's right. So now I've got something solid to weld to.
Yeah, just put on the inside of the actual structure, just one there. Not too bad though. You wouldn't know if you hadn't taken that whole part out. You wouldn't have known, would you?
No.
If you'd have just done literally where the rust was, I don't think you would have seen that part.
No, that's right. So we're going to cut that bit and put a bit in.
Going to cut a bit there, make sure it's going in, just in there, make sure that bit's done as well, because you want to make sure you're doing a good job if you're going to cut the whole thing out. I don't know it's on, mate. Remember, look right into the light once you're welding, okay? Right, what are you doing?
We are not professionals.
We are not professionals. I'm not a professional. I'll have hot chocolate. Let's go to the hot chocolate department. This is right here. Go in on the hot chocolate. We've got Cadbury's one today. Do you know what? I want to treat myself to a hot chocolate as well. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I was going to say, what am I watching right now? Ah, it's really nice. Slow-mo that. Do you know what you should do? MJG Grits does up the Fiesta and Jamie just stands in the background making things. That's what this should be. Oh, did I just tell the truth? I'm dissing myself right now. That's what's actually happening. If in doubt, call yourself out. Put the kettle on as well. So you've welded, made up a little plate to put in there. Yep. Why are you painting it when no one's going to see it?
I etch-primed it.
Etch-primed it, yep.
Just a bit of paint, just so we know it's got a bit more protection on than just plain metal.
Good stuff.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
You would never see in there.
You're never going to see inside there, but at least it's sealed and happy.
That's right.
And not going to hopefully rust out again. It's going to be happy inside there, considering Ford couldn't get that right from the factory, I don't think.
No.
Which is worrying. We're going to relocate the actual sunroof drain hole because obviously, as we've already said about 3 times, these from the factory, this drainage thing goes straight into the side sill. I just can't understand that. So going to drill a hole, what we're thinking, sort of here, I think, sort of around there, just so if anything does run off from that drainage tube, it doesn't go straight back into where we've literally just cut and welded in new plates. I'll let Martin do the honours for this one. He's going to just randomly drill holes into a face.
Oh my god, he didn't know how to use a drill.
Oh my god, are you doing a drill properly? Ooh, brand new bits. Look at this. Wow, that's a nice drill bit. You've done well there, mate.
Thank you.
You're going to be perfect. Perfect. That's some good going right there.
The news is I can see all the way through, so I know what I'm drilling through.
Yeah, you're not actually drilling into anything you don't want to drill into, which is a nice thought.
Deburrer, because deburrer ain't gonna rip the rubber.
It's not gonna rip the rubber. It's just making nice of every job is what's going on right now. Nice bit of black paint just on there, just to make sure it's a little bit happy. Step by step is what that was, drilling and making sure that you're not recreating the rust that you're trying to cut out in future. So we've got to a point where cutting a plate to put in wherever it went. It's gone somewhere. Has it gone in the bin? Oh no, it's over there. Let's go over here. We're going over here. We're going over here. This was the original part, obviously, that's come off the car. That's rusty. You can see the amount of rust that's actually on that part of the sill. Going to use this piece of metal to sort of trace it, get the original rough guide of this piece of metal to go back in the car and then trim it to what's needed, offering it back up to the car and just trimming it and shaping it back to what we need. After cutting the piece of metal to a size that's desired, let's say, you're going to, I know, right? Forming what, a L-shaped piece, I suppose, is what's going to happen, to butt up against the actual original piece of the car. So if we come back over, you're doing basically, go up, that part we're going to be doing. So you've got a bit to actually butt up to once it goes back on the car. You haven't used your Just for Men tonight, have you?
Where's Richard Fox?
Yeah, he need. Where is that stuff? Why haven't you bought any yet? Did pepper stuff for your hair? Shall I buy you some pepper instead, or is that what it was? Pepper, bulb patch,
whatever it was,
something.
It worked.
It worked, and I didn't have a bulb patch for 10 days, so So coming over from the vice thingy when you've been beating it with a hammer, offering it up to the car, making sure you're really happy, and you've drilled holes in the actual metal as well, haven't you?
Yes.
To put the welds through.
Yep.
So it actually makes some sort of good purchase on to the car.
On the seal.
Because you want to make sure the seal is happy with where it is on the car. Piece of metal is just tacked in at the moment, just along there, and in there a little bit. Now is for full-on welding.
Yes.
Full-on welding is about to go down. do it. Look at that. Video on video. Just on Instagram Live. Chatting to you guys. While I've got a couple of things going on with the Fiesta. 2 cameras, look at this. Double cameraing right now. I'll stay on the odd Instagram Live though as we're here. What's happened? It's done! Oh my god, it's done! That bit. We're going to flash it off with the grinder. Double cameraing still. I'm still on Instagram Live. Look at this, chatting to you guys as we do stuff. We're going into the sandblasting area where this is behind me. Look at the state of this. It is a mini, is it a Clubman? It's a Clubman, it's a Clubman. Very, very nice body on this one. Really nice body. And it's had a full sandblast on the rotisserie, which is pretty cool. So this is what Martin does down at MJG Grits. Amazing to see a car like this on the rotisserie with this much detail of work and such a good body as well. Obviously sandblasting is something will expose everything, you know, wrong with a car, rust patches and stuff, and any body filler. But this one's had a pretty good life, I think. Brushing, just brushing. Just what are you doing? Right, the Fiesta is back in its home, hidey hole. It's in its home, let's just say that. Massive thank you again to Martin. Top work as usual, unbelievable work. Instagram right here. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Give us a comment below. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys.
Cheers guys, bye.